Yeah, we'll use that one. Huh. Yeah, I think that one will work too. Oh! Howdy, folks. It's your good friend Hillbilly Scribbs, here with you for another one of these here episodes of The Truly Bizarre World, right here exclusively on the Feeding the Monsters podcast feed's YouTube's channel. Yeah. Man, oh man, oh man. Hasn't 2020 been something of a year? You might even say it's been a truly bizarre year, right? See what I did there? Well, we have had quite a run with the Truly Bizarre World this year, and it's been a pretty wild ride. It's been a fun ride. And as we're winding down toward the end of the year, I thought we might do something a little different. That's right. Now, as you know, if you watch bunches of these shows, at the ends of the shows, I give y'all some directions on how to leave a like a question or a comment for me, and sometimes folks actually do that. And we've collected a few of them over the course of the last several months that we've been doing the show. And I thought here before the end of the year, why not go through and answer some of those questions? So guess what, folks? That's what we're going to do. We're going to answer a bunch of those questions right here, right now. Episode 25, Mailbag Edition. Oh, that's right, folks. We're going to answer some fan questions right here, right now for the show. So we're going to start off with our first question. It comes in from viewer Christy McGee, and this is actually kind of a special question because this question actually came from a previous episode where I was answering a fan's question. That's kind of weird. It's kind of like, when time travelers go back in time and they tell them not to touch themselves because it might break reality. I just realized what I said. I'm no time traveler. Thank goodness. Oh, well, getting back to the question. I had explained to viewer Pete Rich in response to his question that, there are these critters out there. There are these ghost doggies out there, right? And Christy McGee had asked in response to that, do ghost doggies have a special diet? Well, that's a pretty good question. And I believe I did answer her in the YouTube comments. But for those of you that didn't read that answer, here is the answer that I came up with. And I think it's right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's right. Ghost doggies don't have a special diet per se on account of they don't really need nutrition, right? Because they're ghost. But they do preferred foods with bold flavors. Now, that's on account of their ghost taste buds can't taste nothing unless it's really strong, right? So the best thing to do if you're going to be feeding a ghost doggy is to season whatever you're making them with ghost peppers. But, at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter because everything they eat kind of just goes right through them. All right. Okay, so our next question, comes from a fellow who refers to himself as Viking. Okay. Here is his question. On your YouTube channel, you have misnumbered your episodes. You skip numbers 4 and 19. Did you do this on purpose, or do you just not know how to count? Well, it is true. I do sometimes flub my numbers. It's a hard fact. I am a hillbilly, and I only went to school through the 4th grade. So reading and arithmetics ain't my best things. But I think I actually did do all the episodes, so it may just be that a couple of them did not get uploaded. So we might have to do some investigating and see if we can dig them up. There might be some lost episodes out there. That might be something that we look into for next year. But that's a good question. Let's see. Our next question. Our next question also comes from that there Christy McGee. And she asks, have you ever met the Loch Ness Monster? Well, I think with all these shows we've done, I ain't ever talked about Nessie none. That's a good question, and not one that I am unprepared for. I've actually done a lot of investigating research into the Loch Ness Monster, and here's what I can tell you: she ain't alone. There's a whole mess of these Loch Ness monsters out there. That's right, and they can. There's a whole passel of them, and they pop up all over the place, all over the world. Like I can tell you for sure that there is one called Champ that pops up in Lake Champlain. That's the lake up north where they actually use the water to make champagne. True story. There's also one called the Manipogo, and he's from Lake Manitoba in Canada. I bet our friends Thomas and Corey know all about him. And there's also one named Tessie, and she's from Lake Tahoe. And then let's see, there's one called Kipsy, and she's in the Hudson River. And then there's one named Pressy, and he is from Lake Superior. And there's a whole bunch more. Maybe. A while ago I said there's a whole mess of them, a whole passel of them. Could be that they're all the same one. Hear me out, folks. This is my theory. And it's a theory that I feel like holds water. I don't know if y'all ever seen that documentary. It was called Star Wars: The Dennis Menace. And in that documentary, there was this guy named Jar Jar, who, if you look at his face, he looks kind of like one of these nesty critters, right? But there's this guy named Jar Jar, and him and his two hippie friends drove this like spaceship submarine through the world because the world was full of water. And I think that's what we have going on here. I think the Earth is a hollow Earth, which a lot of other people think that too. But I think the hollow Earth is full of water. That's right. Now, a lot of folks will say that, there is hot lava in the middle of the world. I don't think so. Now, there may be some cold lava and water in the middle. Actually, I think there is some cold lava because I think that's what they drill down and pump out to make the lava soap. That gritty soap that makes you feel really clean and makes your skin nice and soft and supple. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's good stuff. But that's where they get it. And I think that Nessie, just the one, uses the waterways through the planet to pop up in all these different lakes. From what I've been able to tell through my research, they don't ever see any of these critters in multiple places at the same time. So that's my theory. It's a theory. I don't really have any scientists willing to back it up, but just give it some time. All right, our next question comes from a voice recording from the Anchor app. Y'all know all about the Anchor app. I talk about it every episode, and I'm going to talk about it at the end of this one too. But you can leave a voice recording on there for the show. So here is the question.
Scribbs, this is Jeeves. We've been compromised. You're in grave danger. The tinfoil will protect you. Oh, thank you.
Oh, man. Oh, man. This is not good. Oh, this is not good at all. This is really bad, folks. Jeeves is my, y'all may not know Jeeves, but he's my super secret government informant. He works at the super secret government agency codenamed Alta Vista. It is in the Yahoo Mountains, and he works with this supercomputer called the Hotbot, and that's where the government gets all of their answers about everything. He does a lot of the searching in there. So whenever I have something I need some of the deets on, I just ask Jeeves, and he's always been there to help me out. Oh man, this is terrible. If he's been compromised, ooh, this is bad. You know, I probably should have done this before the show, but we're going to do it right now. No need No need to take any chances. Oh, that's better. I feel safer already. Okay. This is what happens, you get relaxed and you start making mistakes. You get lazy, and that's when accidents happen. Oh, man. All right. Okay, back to the show. Back to our questions. Okay. All right. Back to our questions. We have one more. Let's see who this question is from. It's another question from Christy McGee. All right. So this is this is our final question, and Christy's final question is: does the man in the moon like cheese? Well, yes. Yes, actually, all of the men in the moon like cheese, and the women and the children too, and the moon doggies and the moon kitties. They all like cheese. So, and the reason is it's the only thing that will grow up there. True. They actually have cheese farms all over the moon, as far as the eye can see. They use the craters up there to grow the cheese in, and yeah. So truth is, and this information hadn't really come out yet. I feel like here in a few years it should be redacted and or whatever they do where they release the information to the public. Should be here in a few years. This should be coming out because it's been a long time. But the moon really stinks because of all this cheese. That's why we quit going up to the moon back in the 70s. We did try to open up trade negotiations with the moon people, but it's rough. It's rough, mainly on account of they smell so bad because all they eat is cheese. Have you ever been around someone that only eats cheese? It ain't nice. It ain't nice at all. Now, if you've got a story or a topic idea for the Truly Bizarre World, the best thing to do is to download the Anchor app onto your mobile device. And you can go on there and look up the Feeding the Monster podcast feed and leave us a voice message. And, it's just like making a phone call and leaving a message, except for you only got a minute to do it. And you know what? That's actually a good thing because it keeps the super secret government agencies from tracking your calls. That's right. And don't forget, you can also leave comments, questions, and ideas for future show topics right down there in the comments section here on the YouTubes as well. And who knows, maybe next year we'll do another one of these mailbag editions. This was a lot of fun today. Hopefully y'all got a kick out of it. Hopefully we all learned something and we're all better for it. Now, going forward, we've only got one more episode of the Truly Bizarre World this year. That's right. And it's a very special episode. I've actually invited a bunch of my friends from the Truly Bizarre World over and a bunch of my friends from the Hoot and Hollar over. And we're going to have us a little Christmas party next week. And you are all invited too. So make sure you come, make sure you show up and watch it next week. We will be having a truly bizarre Christmas, and it should be a whole lot of fun. And then that'll be the last one of the Truly Bizarre Worlds that we're doing in 2020. And then the plan is we will be coming back after a little break sometime in January, and we'll be coming back with season 2 of the Truly Bizarre World. So cannot wait for that. I've already got a lot of really big name guests lined up, and some really good topics for us to cover. So 2021 is going to be a much better year than 2020, and I think it's going to be a whole lot more truly bizarre. Now, I ain't going to tip my hat to y'all on account of I need to keep the tinfoil on, but you folks have a glorious week.